Okay, good morning, seventh grade math again. It's still Tuesday, November 17th, 2020, and we're still looking at how to represent graphs, how to represent data that's proportional. So we're going to look at graphs, we're going to analyze them. Recall that you can describe a proportional relationship with the equation y equals kx. The constant of proportionality tells you how steep the graph of the relationship is. The greater the absolute value of k, the steeper the line. So here's some hypothetical information. The graph shows the relationship between time in minutes and the number of miles Damon runs. Write an equation for this relationship. So choose a point on the graph and tell what the point represents. So here we have 10 and 1. So I'm going to say that he can run 1 mile in 10 minutes. Okay? So the constant of proportionality is going to be 1/10. 1 mile, 10 minutes. What's happening here is you're looking at the difference, the difference in the steepness of the graph, rise over run. So 1 and 10. What does the point 0, 0 on the graph represent? 0, 0 represents Damon beginning his run. The point 1 and 1/10, that represents 1 mile in 1/10. Suppose you drew a graph representing the relationship of y equals 1/8x between time in minutes and the number of miles. Esther runs. So how would the graph compare to the one for Damon? Explain. It would be less steep. Steep. So in other words, she would run a mile in 1/8 of an hour. Okay? Use your equation to find how far Damon runs in 40 minutes. So we would do this. Y equals 1/10 over 40 times 40. Okay? So this is all measured in hours. In hours. Okay? Whoop, wrong graph. Sorry, guys. So this is all measured in minutes. Minutes. So 1/10 times 40. That becomes 1. That becomes 4. 4 over 1 equals 4. So we feel that in 40 minutes he will have run 4 miles. In 40 minutes he will have run 4 miles. So how long would it take him to run 7.5 miles? Well, it would take him 75 minutes. 75 minutes or 1 hour and 15 minutes. Okay, now it's our turn. The graph shows the relationship between the distance a bicyclist travels and the time in hours. what does the point 460 represent? So you have here hours, 4 and 60. Well, in 4 hours, the cyclist rides 60 miles. What is the constant of proportionality? The constant of proportionality, K equals 15. So if you divide 60 by 4, you get 15. In other words, this person is riding 15 miles per hour. So Y equals 15x. Okay. Move on to the guided practice. The table shows the number of pages a student reads in various amounts of time. So 3 hours, 195 pages. So let's go ahead and divide 195 by 3. So that's going to be 6 with 1, 65. So 5 will go on to 332 6 times. With 2 left over, 5, 65. 9 goes into 58 6 times. 4 left over, 45, 65. And this one should be easy for you. Just take away the zeros. Is 65. So it is constant. Y equals 65x. The amount a babysitter earns is given by the equation y equals 7.5x, where x is the number of hours and y is the amount earned in dollars. It is proportional. Because right here it's saying y equals 7.5x. So in other words, it's starting off at 0, 0. Okay, now we're going to look at some graphs. So this person, the number of chores that they're given for the age. So let's go ahead and connect those dots. Okay, why would it not start at 0, 0? You're going to have a newborn infant doing chores? Not a bad idea, but I don't think so. They may have a tough time. And it's not a proportional relationship. It does not start at 0, 0. That's it. That's all you got to say. Movie rentals cost, number of movies. Okay. Straight line that goes right through 0, 0. Yes. The origin is where it starts. Okay. Now this one, they want you to look at the data and analyze it and tell what it is. So what I like doing, I like finding some place where it goes right through here. Okay. So 8 and 30. So that's my ordered pairs, 8 and 30. That's the only one that really goes through there. Okay. Now, 0, 0. So this is a balloon rising. Now, it's going to be rising at a rate of 3 point, let me think, 6/8, 3 and 3/4, 3.75 feet per second. 3.75 feet per second. Okay. Here we have a cost and a number of items. Again, real clean line right here. So I have 24 and 6. I have 16 and 4. (24) minus 16 all over 6 minus 4. 8 over 2, or $4 per item. Y equals 4x. And the last question, how does a graph show a proportional relationship? Well, it begins at 0, 0 and is a straight line. Okay. So that concludes today's guided instruction. You will answer questions 8 through 18 on pages 133, 134. And this morning's code word, say what you. 3 words. Say what you. 3 words. Say what you. I'll see you at our 9:30 Zoom.